Well, hello everyone. This is Paulina and welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, this video is so surreal because I don't even know, it doesn't even feel real. But I am pregnant with a little boy and this is my first trimester pregnancy vlog. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I watched a ton of YouTube videos, I'm a first time mom. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what pregnancy is like, so the YouTube videos helped me and hopefully they'll help you. So keep watching if you want to find out about my cravings, my adversions, week by week, and my workouts, my diet, and all that kind of fun stuff. So fun. Morning sickness. That definitely wasn't fun, but keep watching. Okay, and so I wrote everything down for you guys so I wouldn't forget. That was like one of my main things is every week was different. So, and excuse me, I get really out of breath when I talk. I think as a pregnancy symptom, even just talking to the camera, I'm out of breath. So excuse that, but okay, first thing, how did we find out? Okay, well, first off, we had been trying for 4 months and I was actually dealing with some like hormonal issues, but one day I had a doctor's appointment and I had really bad cramps, like I was about to start my period. Sorry if this video is too TMI. I was out of breath. But I started getting really crampy, like I was about to start my period, and I was like, oh, I should just take a test to rule out so, I don't get my hopes up and I can, move on to next month. So I took a test in the morning, and it wasn't first morning urine, it was about after I drank coffee and did all that kind of stuff. And there was the faintest positive, faint. And I was like, maybe not. So I sent it to my husband, he's like, I can kind of see it, but not much. And I didn't really think anything of it. So I went to my doctor's appointment and then I still had really bad cramps. I'm gonna start my period anytime. So I came home and I took another test and I took a digital and it said I was pregnant. And then I took a second because I didn't believe it and that one says positive. And then I took another one, which was the cheapy one, and that was totally positive. So when they say the HCG doubles every 4 hours, they were right because the first one didn't show up as really positive, but the second ones did. So that is how we found out. Next thing I wrote down was my cravings and aversions. Let me just tell you, the aversions have been way worse than the actual cravings. So my cravings have been salad bars with dressing. Like they have to have dressing on them. Like dressing is the huge part of what makes the salad. Steak, fried vegetables, bread and butter, like the bread basket at restaurants. Oh, I can't say no. Chips and salsa, ranch dressing, watermelon and pineapple, dark fatty meat, almond butter and jam, ketchup, Indian food, anything takeout. Low carb lavash, fruity gum, which I never eat ever, whole eggs and egg whites, Starbucks decaf Americanos, and like sauces, like heavy sauces are super good. None of that I ate before I was pregnant. I was super into eating the same thing every day, zoodles and turkey and egg whites and oatmeal and all that kind of stuff. Ate the same thing every day. Now I cannot eat the same thing every day at all. And my aversions have been ground turkey, saltine crackers, grilled chicken breasts, mint gum, which I was obsessed with before, zucchini, cooked spinach and tomatoes, and anything sauteed, which I was a super big fan of before. I would saute my dinners, my lunches, everything, but now, not good at all. Okay, and then also about this pregnancy, I've actually been able to work out 5 days a week, at minimum, 5 to 6 days a week. My intensity has been way low, but still getting into the gym. Always out of breath, pregnancy insomnia, so much fun. I've felt super lazy, not wanting to cook at home or clean. Sorry to my husband. I feel fat and gross, definitely. And then as soon as I found out I was pregnant, my waist started to like immediately thicken. Like I definitely felt like I was a couple inches wider in my hips and like my stomach area. And then I found out I was pregnant. For the women who are trying, I found out I was pregnant at 13 DPO. I took a test the day before and it was negative. So 13 DPO is when it came on positive, and that's when I started getting cramping. But I didn't have any implantation bleeding, nothing like that. I just felt like I was gonna start my period. And then as far as week by week goes, I might check it. It's making me look like I have rolls. Okay. For 4 weeks, that was the super emotional week. I was emotional, I was moody, I was crying over nothing. I was easily agitated, and I had super, super sore boobs. Yeah, I remember seeing a little kid sing at church, and I was just like, oh. Okay, 5 weeks, craving salt. Morning sickness kicked in on 5 weeks, day 4. And let me just tell you, I always thought the people who had morning sickness were just like, oh, being a baby. Morning sickness is real, and whoever has it, I feel for you. It was the worst thing I think I've ever dealt with. Feeling like you're hungover 24 hours a day was not fun. So that morning sickness kicked in, and then on top of that, I got a kidney infection and a UTI, which I guess is very common for pregnant women. And then I started having very vivid dreams about dying, which was very not fun. And then 6 weeks, all day sickness and nausea. I laid in bed all day. And then 6 weeks, 6 days, I started taking a medication called Diclegis that my doctor prescribed to me. Let me just tell you, this is a miracle drug. It's totally pregnancy safe, safe for the baby, safe for everything. Almost took my morning sickness away completely. And I felt like a new person after 1 or 2 days on it. So make sure you ask your doctor about Diclegis. It is 180% worth it. It's expensive and not covered through insurance. Well, it is kind of covered through insurance, but not really. It's super expensive, but 100% worth it. And then week 6, I also had my first ultrasound. All I could eat was carbs, and everything sounded awful. The first ultrasound, I swear the baby was like this big. I was like, oh, that little thing is making me so sick. And then week 7, I was exhausted. I napped like 5 hours a day, which I'm still napping 5 hours a day. And then week 8, waves of nausea come and go, and I'm sleeping a ton. I feel huge, bloated, backaches, and then the baby was starting to be a little bit noticeable. I started feeling like I had a little bump, but I wasn't sure. Week 9, feeling better but tired. Lots of growing pains. Dreams about my past. I had a lot of dreams about my past, which is weird. And then I was craving all sorts of meat, just not ground turkey or grilled chicken. Week 10, energy spurts in the morning, especially when I slept in. So when I woke up, I'm a personal trainer. I train clients really early at 5 a.m. So when I woke up at 5 a.m., I started feeling morning sick by 6:37. But when I slept in until 8 or 9, I didn't feel morning sick at all day. And then week 10, I also started eating healthier, and my boobs are even bigger. The smells will still kill me. Week 11 and 12, I was sleepy but have energy when I slept in. And then I found out at 12 weeks that we're having a boy through a little blood test that I did. That was so exciting, but we had to confirm it via ultrasound, and we did that today, and it's definitely a boy. So, and avocados tasted amazing, and then when I was driving, I would feel morning sick for sure. And then week 13, I was super healthy. That's this week. Feeling better when I slept in. I was craving pumpkin. It's that time of the year. But I made healthy pumpkin brownies, and then also pumpkin protein shakes. Still napping every day. I'm starting to wean off the Diclegis. My doctor doesn't want me to like cold turkey it. She wants me to take, instead of 4 pills, 3 pills, and then 2 pills, and then 1. And then I'm still feeling like a pulling in my stomach. And I will show you guys. We had our first 13-week ultrasound today. This is our little guy. He's so cute. I am obsessed. And then I will show you my belly. I definitely have a bump, so you guys can see. It's there, it's getting bigger, but definitely noticeable. And that is all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. I will update you on my next pregnancy vlog and my second trimester.